Welcome back. We are going to just solve examples on single transformation. So in this example, we are just assuming we have our point A, our A1, which is either through a reflection, rotation, or transformation, and we also have our what? A2, B2, and C2. So here, the first question says, what single transformation maps, assuming the question is what single transformation maps A1, B1, A, B, C onto A1, B1, and what? C2.
C1.
So here, C1. So here we know, assuming we just reflected this is what, let's consider this rather 4. So here we are negating what? All of them. So you can see we are either multiplying all of them by what? -1. So we can say the first question A is under what? This one, to get B1 is under a scale factor of -1. So we are multiplying all by -1. So that's why we are getting this one. Or we can say it is through what? 180 degrees clockwise, where xy maps to -x, -y. So any of the cases. So we are assuming we have these points already. We are just going to concentrate on our single transformation. So the first one, what single transformation marks A, B, C onto what? A1, B1, and C1. So as I told you, I would love to change these values. I don't want same value. I don't want actually want same values. Alright, so we are changing the values. So what single transformation maps A onto what? I told you can take any of them. A onto what? A1. So you can do A1 onto A1, or you can do B onto what? B1, and you do it, you get the same answer. So but let's take our A onto what? A1. Alright, so see, let's write our values. Pay attention. A is what? 2, 3, and our B1 is -2, -3. So pay attention. Our x is 2. Our y is what?
3.
Now you write your x and your y. Now what is happening here? This side you're having negative what?
2.
So -2. Which one is just having 2? That's what you have to consider. So x is bearing 2. But go and ask yourself, is x positive or negative? X is what? 2. So if you want to get -2, what do you have to do with 2? You negate 2. So you can say that if you negate the x, it means you are negating what? The 2. So this is -x. Now this one to the y is 3. But here they are saying we should what? Make it -3. So we negate what? The y. Exactly. Good. Now let's go to the second question. What single so here the single transformation that maps A, B, C onto A1, B1, and C1 is what?
1.
So it's either what? Rotation and what?
180.
So you can say 180 either clockwise or anti-clockwise. For 180, just 180 clockwise rotation, and the same as the 180 anti-clockwise rotation. Good. Or what else can you say? If you don't want to rotate it, what can you see? 2, 3, -2. What else can you say? We can also say that it is what? We are enlarging it by what? Enlargement by a scale factor. By a scale factor of what? Scale factor of -1. So you can see by -1. So -1, we can say either multiplying it by a scale factor of -1, because this enlargement can cause some, because there is 2 and we are getting negative, so we are just reducing the point. You get it? So you can say you are multiplying or enlargement by a scale factor of -1, or because of our rotation and our reflection, you can see -x, -y is what? 180 what? Clockwise or anti-clockwise rotation. You get it? Sure. So here the single transformation that maps A, B, C onto A1, B1, and C1 is 180 clockwise rotation. I told you can also use the C or the B, and they all give you the same answer. So you can quickly try B to B1. So the B is what? B is 4, 6, and the B1 is what?
Negative
4, negative. You can see it's the same. Whatever is happening here is happening here. Yeah. So if here is negative x and y, you can see the x is what? You are just negating it. Yes. So it's the same thing. So that's why I'm always. It doesn't mean all the question A, B, C will give you the same answer. Never. It's just the A that you can decide to take A onto A1, B onto B1, C onto C1, and all of them will give you the same answer. Now let's try our B. So our B says what single transformation maps A1, B1, C1 onto what? A2, B2, and C2. So here, let's even take our first one. That one will be enough. So our A is what? Negative 2, A1 rather.
Negative 3.
Good. Mapping it to what?
Negative 2, 3, positive 3.
A2 is what?
Negative 2, 3.
Always write the first as your x and the second as your what?
Your y.
Second as your y. So x is what?
X
Negative.
is negative 2.
And now your y is what? Negative what?
3.
Good. Now, what is happening here? The negative 2 is leading. So which one is negative 2 here?
Is the x.
So it's x. So which one else is having 3? 3 attached to the base is y. Y is having, but y is negative 3, right? So y is negative 3. So if you want the negative 3 to change to 3, you do what? You negate the y. So you get negative what? Y. You get it? You get it? Sure. So here, our single transformation is xy maps to x negative y. So you go into the formula, then you check which one among this one will give you x negative y. So it's what? You can see the clue is always when x leads in the image, it's what? Reflection. And when y leads, is what? Rotation. So go to where x, you see all the reflection, the x are leading. So here the x, you have our x. Good. So reflection in what? The x axis. So you see this is reflection in the x axis or reflection in the line y equals 0. Simple as that. Now let's try our last and our final example in this tutorial. That is C. If you don't understand anything, you can just put it in the description box so that we will just get in touch. So the last one is what single transformation maps A2 onto A1. See here we are reversing it. We are just turning it. First it was A1 onto what? A2, but here we are doing it A2 onto what? A1. So you write the A2 first. A2 is negative 2, 3. We are mapping it to what? A1. A1 is what? Negative 2, negative 3. So always you write your first x is negative 2 here, and your y is what?
Bring the negative.
So x is negative 2, y is what? 3.
3.
Good. So ask yourself, x and y. Always ask yourself, which one? This is what? 2. Ask yourself, which one is having 2? Yes, attached. So we have x has been negative 2. So this one is negative 2. X is negative 2. And the down is what? Negative 3. But you see, y is not negative 3 here. Y is
Why
what?
are you writing the negative 2 there?
It's a mistake. X. So y is what?
3.
3. But here it's not negative. It's not 3. It's negative 3. So if y is 3 and you want negative 3, guess what? Negate the what? we are reflecting, so here which single transformation maps E1 to A1?
Is the reflection in the x axis.
So this is reflection in the
X axis.
reflection in the x axis, or reflection in the line y equals 0.
Yeah.
So if you compare this one to this, you can see that one was reflection in the y-axis or in the line x equals 0. We get it. But here you see when we turn it, we are getting another reflection. We get it. So always pay attention. They will not ask you A, B, C in one question. You get a question, maybe the A will just be the point to plot. The B side will just take either reflection, transformation, or either reflection, you transform, or what? You rotate. Then the C will take another one. Always the D takes this form. What single transformation maps? Then you take any of these three to do it, right? So in our final video, we are just going to talk about how to find other points when they give you just the point vector. Then you are going to find